Hey race fans, welcome back to Eastside Speedway Sunday afternoon. My name is race announcer Mike Donald, part 2 of our segment concerning the Earl Moran Memorial Special Treat. Earl's son, Eddie Moran, and Debbie Moran, Eddie's wife, here joining us. Thanks so much for being on the inaugural segment for Eastside Speedway on eastsidespeedway.com. But let's talk about this. Let's start, Eddie, with you. Earl Moran Memorial is finally here. Your father, a true pioneer in this sport with things he has accomplished. What are your feelings going into today, competing in, at least in your portion, the super stock portion of the Earl Moran Memorial? What are your thoughts?
Well, a lot of people would say it's just another race, and it means a little bit more to me than that, but in all honesty, that's what it is. It's just another race. Dad was a racer. He loved all races, and it's just another day at the track.
Debbie, I want to ask you, because we're sitting here, this beautiful wall of trophies, and you two told me earlier, you said, you know, to commemorate the life of Earl Moran, you wanted to present something really special, not just to the super stock winner or the late model winner, but every single division winner, they get this same beautiful trophy today. Tell us, you know, the thoughts that went into this and putting on this show here at Eastside Speedway.
We didn't want to single out anybody, any certain classes. We wanted everybody to be a part of all of this. Even though Earl didn't run in the U cars or the mini mods or the super stocks, well, he did run ours one night in the super stock. You know, even though he didn't run in any of those, we still wanted all of those guys to be a part of all of this too. We didn't want to signal out anyone.
Well, that's great, because everybody's going to get to enjoy this. And Eddie, I want to ask you, you know, as an athlete that straps in these machines and goes out here and does what you do, you know, this being a special night. Now, you said it was just another race.
Well, I got to stay that away because the race ain't came yet.
So that's what I'm going to ask you. With this being a memorial race for your father, and we're going to talk about this here in just a second, but will you feel more pressure on you tonight to perform, or is this just more about your father and celebrating his life that just, it doesn't matter who wins as long as it's a good race? What are your thoughts?
Dad loved racing. It didn't matter what class. That's the reason why we done all classes. It didn't matter what kind of car. He'd race a wheelbarrow if you wanted to run him a wheelbarrow. But tonight I told Debbie, usually when I pull on the track, I'm out there to have a ball, have fun, and that's what it's all about. And tonight's going to be a little bit different. I told her when we come around and take the green flag, I'm letting go of the wheel and old man's taking over.
What would it mean to you and Debbie and your family if you could win the super stock portion of the Earl Moran Memorial?
This would be our Daytona 500.
So this would be the Daytona 500.
And if we don't win, that's fine. We're still going to enjoy ourselves. I mean, I'm going to give the trophy. These trophies will go out to 6 different divisions, 6 different homes. You know, just spread the word that the old timers, they need to be recognized. It's just not enough of it.
And you know, speaking of Daytona, I want to bring up, there's a book here, it's called Tales from the Track, written by J. Steve Strassnyder in 2002. And of course, there are drivers like Tommy Irwin, Wendell Scott, Buck Baker that started grassroots racing and made it to NASCAR. But there's also Earl Moran, Eastside Speedway, Al Gore, and that just shows what kind of impact your father-in-law had in racing, that an author that wrote this book, that's a well-known author, included your father in this because he knew just what your father meant as far as paving the way for what we see today. Tell us your thoughts on that.
You got a lot of drivers like that, and men here today. Al Smiley, he'll be here today. Paul Morrison, I'm hoping he's here today. You got a lot of drivers that are still alive today that helped pave the way for us to be here for what we're doing. And to me, I like to represent them as much as I would the ones that's gone. I mean, it's nice that we're having this memorial race for my dad, but it'd been even greater if I could have had it while he was still alive, you know, so he could have enjoyed it. That's what I'm leaning towards. Every year I want to lean to something, and I'd rather recognize the ones that's here today to enjoy it and remember the ones that's passed.
That's a great thought. And you mentioned Al Smiley. Now, he's scheduled to actually drive a 1934 coupe, authentic modified. Of course, your dad was known for modified driving, using that car tonight as the pace car. And hopefully some of these great veterans will come in and take part of this tonight. Give you an opportunity to thank the people that's helped y'all put the Earl Moran Memorial together today.
Everybody has really chipped in and helped. We got donations from different businesses: Dominion Outdoors, Vance Auto and Storage Draft, I-1 and Storage Draft, Fisher Auto Parts and Storage Draft Farmers Market, Extreme Graphic, Jason, he done up my decals for memorial stickers to give out to the winners and to give to the other people to put on their cars for memorials for this race. We've got quite a, some other people that's just really helped. And Eastside for, giving us this date. We went to them and said, we want to do a memorial race for Earl. When can we do it? And Timmy Southers got with me and gave me a date. And, we supplied the trophies, and they give us the date and the opportunity to be able to do this. And we're thankful for that.
Well, a great day here at Eastside. Eddie Moran comes in this year so far. 2 wins on the season, 3rd in the Super Stock points. Hopefully for him, we'll get that 3rd win tonight. I know he'd love it here in the Earl Moran Memorial. This is Mike Donald for Debbie and Eddie Moran. We'll see you